For the purpose of demo, I prepared a table which lists all the metals along with their price, category and tax rate. Using the lookup function, we will try to find the values based on the lookup reference. In the first scenario, I will use vector based lookup function where I will find the price corresponding to the metal gold. Let us write the function. The first argument is lookup value. The value has to be gold. Because the cell value is text, you need to put the value in quotes. If you remember, the search is done by lookup function with case insensitivity. That means if the case of the letters in the text are different, still the match will happen as long as their values without the case is same. I deliberately wrote the lookup value gold with the first letter as uppercase. The second argument of lookup function is lookup vector, the column or row in which you need to do the search. Here you need to find the lookup value gold in the column A. The lookup vector will be A1 to A12. You need to find the price of gold in the column B. So your result vector will be B1 to B12. We provided all the arguments for the lookup function. It is a vector type lookup function. You found the value 9005 corresponding to the value of metal gold. So this is the price of gold you found from the list of prices in the column B. You are able to get the accurate result because the column A is sorted in ascending order. That is, the items are sorted in ascending order. Change the sorting and see what will happen. Go to sort. Sort the item in descending order. This is the limitation of lookup function. If you do not sort the column in which you are looking for the reference value, the results will be inaccurate. I am bringing it back to original sorting. Now let us see the other type of lookup function, that is array type of lookup function. This time you find the tax rate for the metal silver. Write the lookup function. The lookup value will be silver. Somewhat like this. The lookup array has to include the column in which the result is existing. So your range will be, these are the only two arguments for array type lookup function. Close the arguments. You found 3%. 3% is the tax rate corresponding to the metal silver. The result is shown in decimal form because this particular cell is defined as a decimal number. You can change it. You can change it to show the value as percentage. Did you notice that in both these examples, the lookup value was having sentence case? That means the lookup value was starting with an uppercase followed by lowercase letters. Whereas the values of metal in the column A are all in lowercase. Still, the match happened as long as the text is same without looking at the case of text. The other point that we have noticed is if the column which is having the lookup value is not sorted in ascending order, the result can be inaccurate. For these two cases, the matches were exact. What if you have a lookup value which is not existing in the table? What kind of values will be returned? So now I want to know the metal for which price is 28. Write lookup. Because the lookup value is number, you do not need to enclose the value in quotes. The value is 28. If you use vector type lookup function, you have to give the range of B1 to B12. B1 to B12. And the result vector is A1 to A12. What happens now? You have to sort the column where your lookup value is existing. The price is sorted from smallest to largest. There is no 28 in the list. If you remember, if the lookup value is not existing, this function will search for the largest value which is less than the lookup value, that is 27. So the function picked up the value 27 in the price column, and then it found the corresponding column in the result vector, which is column A. There it found the metal silver. So this is how the approximate match will happen when the exact lookup value is not available in the lookup column. You have seen the not applicable error in one example when the sorting doesn't happen properly. There are other possibilities as well. If you look at this same value, the metal for which the price is 28, if you change it to, let's say, 24, what will happen? Then you will get the not available error. You try that, because your largest number less than your lookup value is not existing. Copy this formula with a change of lookup value to 24. Change the lookup value to 24. Now you received not available error. This is because your lookup value is 24. You didn't find any number which is less than the lookup value. Hence, the function was resulting not available. There are other possible errors. You can see the reference error which can happen when you change the structure of rows or columns. For example, you delete a column, then your results will be spoiled. I delete this column. You are getting reference error. Wherever that column is impacting, the result of the function is also impacted. Now I am bringing it back to the original position. We have seen the example where vector type lookup function is used. You have seen the example where array type function is used. Then you have seen some errors which could happen when some rules are not followed. In case of array function, you must have noticed that the last column is referred for finding the result value. When you wanted to find the tax rate, you included tax rate column in your array to get the result, and the tax rate column has to be the last column in the array. What if you wanted to find category of a metal? Instead of tax rate of silver, I wanted to find category of metal silver. Write the lookup function. The reference value is silver. Your array will be A1 to C12. You should sort the table in ascending order for the lookup column. Sort the column. In this case, the lookup column is item. Now you see that this silver has the category as normal. So it is very dangerous to use lookup function if the sorting doesn't happen according to the rules. In the same way, let us give nickel as the lookup value. The result is special. So you have gone through the examples of vector type lookup function, how you will be using array type lookup function according to the place where the result is existing. Then you have seen some examples of approximate match when the exact lookup reference value is not available. Finally, you also have seen a couple of cases when the errors can happen. The errors can be reference errors or not available errors. I just wanted to show how these errors can occur. The reference errors especially will be happening when you are disturbing the table which is referred for getting the results. I think this is good enough for you to try a few other options on your own. Thank you.